This stolen version of the actual Minecraft Bedrock Edition has more downloads than Minecraft itself. At first glance, crafting and building looks like just another cheap Minecraft knockoff, but it's literally just Minecraft with a texture pack. You can even sign in and join official servers like The Hive. The app relies on extremely invasive 30-second unskippable ads to make money, and instead of the official Bedrock Marketplace, they offer stolen Marketplace skin packs for free. That's literally it. Everything else is 100% identical. And yet somehow, this app has over 100 million downloads, more than double Minecraft on Android. Now, obviously, literally just the only reason is because it's free, right? But still, how does this app even exist? The Mr. Epic even made a video on it over a year ago, with over 1 million views, and somehow it still hasn't been taken down. Beyond the fact that the Google Play moderators are beyond negligent to let this get over 100 million downloads, the developers of the app did something else too. Notice how there's a Unity loading screen when the game launches? According to people who dug through the files, inside the app bundle there's 2 games. A fake Unity clone of Minecraft that Google reviewers see, and then the real, stolen Minecraft APK hidden inside. Once the app gets approved, they just push an update to silently switch to the stolen version. And it's not the only one. There are dozens of nearly identical clones using the same method, all pretending to be Minecraft. You can scroll through the Play Store and find entire pages of fake craft and block apps that are basically the same thing. And you might be thinking, Minecraft knockoffs couldn't possibly get any worse than this, right? Well, this next knockoff might genuinely have the worst predator problem I've ever seen. I covered Blockman Go in my previous video, but just to recap, it started in 2015 as a simple app to join Minecraft Pocket Edition servers. But over time, it morphed into a standalone game, a free-to-play Minecraft alternative that somehow also has 100 million downloads. And it also apparently makes up to $10 million a month. The game looks and feels like a mix of Minecraft and Roblox. It's got an avatar shop, tons of microtransactions, and dozens of games. They're made to look like it, but those games are not made by players at all. If you look at the first 2, it shows a developer listed as just a made-up child profile picture, but then if you look at any of the other ones, it doesn't even bother listing one, and all the sources online just say it's made by Blockman Go. So, okay. But the deeper you look, the darker it gets. Take a wild guess at what this feature is used for. After I covered Blockman Go in my last video, someone reached out to me to tell me how much insane shit I missed. So we arranged an interview. He didn't want to speak, probably because he's a child, but that's okay, because the stuff he sent me was genuinely insane. So you can list yourself as an older brother looking for a younger sister and directly chat with people through this system. There's also seemingly unmoderated NSFW profiles and even full minigame servers just named X Room. One of the most disgusting games I've ever seen. And if you're a parent or older sibling, please get the kids in your family off this godforsaken app. It also has very extensive chat functionality, which seems problematic when their players are as young as they are. If only you knew. But not every Minecraft clone is straight up evil. Like in this next one, Minecraft is generated entirely by AI in real time. You probably remember this, it's called Oasis. I made a rushed short dunking on it at the time. The shitty AI Minecraft thing. But the more I thought about it, the more I realized it is technically a Minecraft clone, but only because it was the most convenient way to do a tech demo. And one of the things they demonstrated was that you can do things that are supposed to be impossible just by trying to do them over and over. More recently, they also added the ability to turn any image into a playable map, which is super interesting even if I don't see any practical use for it. Although I will say, the main dataset they source from does unethically train on YouTube videos, which I really do not like. But that dataset was created by OpenAI, not the people behind Oasis, and Oasis also doesn't make any money. So still not great, but oh well. But this next app is the most iconic Minecraft-inspired game ever made. And even though it started as a blatant copy, it was arguably the first to truly evolve beyond a knockoff. Pixel Gun 3D. Before that, if you want to host an actual officially allowed Minecraft server, then consider this video's sponsor, lagless.gg. I'll keep this quick. Here are 3 reasons to use it. First, their hardware is top of the line. They use a bare minimum of Ryzen 990X chips, and sometimes even 9950X. If you're like me and you didn't know what any of that meant and don't know what you just said, it's arguably the best CPU on the market and they're using it for Minecraft server hosting. Second, they have locations all around the world across the US, London, and Singapore. So no matter where you're from, your ping is going to be super chill. And third, their prices are really good. Like $2 a month for each gigabyte of RAM you want. Most hosts charge at least $3. Check out lagless.gg using my link in the pinned comment and use code SkyBoi at checkout for 30% off. Now, Pixel Gun 3D started back in 2013 when the developer noticed something missing in the mobile game market. Minecraft was huge, but it was mostly a sandbox game with a relatively young audience. And first-person shooters were also massive, but basically only on PC and consoles with a much older player base. So his mobile game idea was simple. What if Minecraft had guns? The first versions of Pixel Gun 3D had visuals ripped straight from Minecraft. They used gold ingots as currency. Over time though, Pixel Gun started finding its own identity. When Pixel Gun launched on mobile in May 2013, it barely hit 1,000 players in its first month. Then came update 1.2, the moment that added multiplayer. Overnight, the game exploded. From a few hundred daily players, it shot up to 10,000. And at its peak, 500,000 a day. Okay, I'm popping off. Why am I enjoying Pixel Gun 3D? I'm pissed. I'm 19 years old. Ooh! But with popularity skyrocketing, Pixel Gun 3D saw dollar signs. They switched from cosmetic microtransactions to a full pay-to-win model. The devs released new overpowered weapons almost weekly, and balance went completely out the window. This pissed off longtime fans, and especially on the Steam version, many of the early players quit. So much so that it actually struggles to hit 1,000 players anymore on Steam. Although this is just the Steam version, the mobile version is probably still fairly big, but its peak was still ages ago, and it's hard to say monetization didn't contribute to it falling off since. Still, Pixel Gun 3D is one of the most successful mobile shooters ever. It has 200 million downloads and reportedly earned even more in revenue. But what happens when instead of turning Minecraft into a shooter, you try to turn it into a horror game? CastleMiner Z is one of the oldest and most successful Minecraft-style games ever made. It launched in November 2011, right when Minecraft was still PC only and console players were desperate for something similar. It looked like Minecraft, played like Minecraft, but once again, had guns. The game leaned fully into survival horror. You still mined for resources and crafted bases. See what I did there? That was a good one! But you were constantly under attack. Although I gotta say, it really does not hold up in my opinion. Okay, so I can break that block. Oh, let's shoot at me, what? Yo! Yo! None of my bullets even hit it. They just went through him. I don't really know what I'm supposed to be doing. What's up here? What is this? Okay, wait, I think I can actually break it. Oh, I got diamond knife. I wish there was some sort of tutorial or something in this loud game. I want to be able to shoot the dragon too. Bro, that one definitely hit. By 2012, CastleMiner Z became the best-selling game in the entire Xbox Live indie games catalog, hitting over 1 million sales faster than any other title on the platform. It eventually reached 1.5 million copies, outselling competitors like Fortress Craft from my previous video. But not every clone tries to fill a gap. Some really are just lazy cash grabs, and the laziest of them all are on Roblox. Look what happens when you literally just point blank search for Minecraft. There is an entire page of Minecrafts. And those are just the ones that say Minecraft in the title. But for once, Mojang actually noticed. Over the past few years, they've been filing DMCA takedowns left and right. And for the most part, it works. Games go up for a few weeks, or occasionally months, then get taken down. But the problem is, they just keep coming back. And if you play a bunch of these games, you'll quickly notice they're genuinely identical. Someone has a template and they just copy paste it whenever one gets taken down. Oh my god!
Wait, it's actually just Minecraft.
Shift works too. You can press shift to crouch.
I see you! Twin!
What's
Twin!
up? We're Minecraft!
Wait, oh my gosh. Wait, this is so peak. Wait, open the shop. There's a literal shop.
Bro!
Wait, 4,000 Robux. Should I buy a diamond sword?
No, get
Wait,
a lucky
it
block.
costs
Get a lucky
90.
block, bro.
It costs 200 Robux? Oh, I see you. Okay, we got the
okay.
lucky block. Here we go.
That was the most
Bro.
pathetic 200 Robux I've ever seen in my life. MC
Whoa.
Games Studios.
Wait, this is actually impressive.
What? What? I'm hopping on multiplayer.
This is kind of like the other one.
Yeah, it is.
Okay, this is actually hilarious. The games are like super interlinked. So press E, yeah, press E, and then you can see, you can press that button and we'll just go to the first thing.
Wait, no, this is a different thing. This is an entirely different one too. This is just, it's all like a bunch of assets. It's a bunch of freaking assets. Bro, who made this? This is exactly what it looks like. They link to another Minecraft clone, so when one gets taken down, they already have a player base in the new one. I really feel like Roblox would benefit from actual human review, because it shouldn't be Minecraft's responsibility to proactively hunt these down and file complaints. Not a single one of these games make their own textures, and they're all about as close to Minecraft as you can get within the Roblox game engine. But this next clone is a different story entirely. And real quick, I make Minecraft documentaries once or twice a month, and if you subscribe, YouTube might actually recommend me to you again. Otherwise, it's very possible you'll never see me again in your entire life! When Cube Life Island Survival launched, it blew up. It's another case of beating Mojang to the console market. It hit #1 on the European Nintendo eShop, #2 in the US, and #3 in Japan. And even when Minecraft finally dropped on the Wii U that year, Cube Life stayed popular, partly because it only cost a fraction of the price. Ooh, I'm in. What the f-
Where am I? Something as soon as possible.
Oh my god. Oh my fucking god, shut up. Stop talking. Bro, I actually just don't even want to play this game. I'm gonna be honest, I only wanted to talk about this because the voice acting is funny. The main similarity is just that it has blocks, and the world isn't even randomly generated. But while Cube Life was kinda successful, the next game takes it to the extreme. People were even calling it the Minecraft killer. Until everything changed in an instant. It's also named pretty much identically, so try to keep up. Cube World's development began in 2011, created by a developer named Wale and his wife Sarah. At first glance, it kinda looked like Minecraft, but that's about the only similarity. It was a full-blown RPG. Notch himself apparently even noticed it and tried to hire him. But that didn't work out, so he just ended up helping him with tech issues. But Notch was seriously onto something. When the alpha dropped in 2013 for $20, it exploded. Millions of views, glowing reviews, endless hype. All the Minecraft YouTubers were playing it too. It was the indie dream come true. Until it all fell apart. The launch was hit with DDoS attacks that crashed the servers completely. Wale later said this experience traumatized him. He completely stopped communicating for months, then years. The game eventually went off sale entirely. Everyone was convinced it would never return. Then suddenly, in 2019, it did. Wale announced the official Steam release, rebuilt from scratch. Everyone thought this was going to be the greatest comeback of the year. It wasn't. So I spent $20 to figure out why. Like, it's bad. It has worse reviews than this $200 game that came up in results next to it. This doesn't seem like I should break a tree, because it doesn't do anything. So it seems like it's just like I go over to these enemies and I hit them, or whatever these guys are. And I'm dead. Oh, okay. This game really just needs a tutorial. Yeah, but it does feel like this has hella potential. It doesn't feel like a Minecraft clone. It just has blocks, which is fine. I don't think I did a very good job figuring out how to play it. Let's listen to what other people said. I wasn't around for the alpha, but people say it gutted everything that made it special. I see people complaining that the progression was replaced by this weird region lock system that made your gear useless if you traveled too far. Combat felt shallow, exploration felt pointless. But I will say, the Steam version does have a dedicated small player base, and the expectations seemed unrealistically high. So I'm not gonna play the game for 5 hours to figure out who's right. It's not really what this video's about, but the fact remains, the majority of people were furious. Within weeks, Wale vanished completely again. Cube World went from the most promising indie RPG of its time to one of the most infamous disappointments in gaming history. But Wale wasn't done. In 2023, he quietly announced a new project, Cube World Omega, meant to recapture the old alpha spirit. The issue is, comments are off and people are kind of worried it's just going to be the same thing all over again. So we'll see, but I really do respect the attempt. While Cube World crumbled under the weight of its own expectations, another project was quietly doing the opposite, slowly building momentum and growing a community over the span of years. Minetest. Luanti, or as most people remember it, Minetest, started back in 2010 when the developer wanted to see how Minecraft worked under the hood. He built a voxel sandbox that functioned almost identically. But over time, it evolved from just a copy of Minecraft to a game engine for creating voxel-based games that are like it. And so the name was changed to reflect that. It doesn't even ship with playable content anymore. But still, I wanted to try one of the most popular little playable things that you can download for it. I don't know if I can really see anyone just like playing this for leisure. Maybe you can, but it's rough around the edges and it kind of feels like you'd mostly just play it as like a tech demo. It's interesting. That's the only way I know how to describe it. What makes it stand out is its philosophy. It's free, it's open source, and it's moddable down to its core. And I've seen a lot of people praise it for being one of the most accessible ways to learn game development. While it's obviously inspired by Minecraft, it doesn't take any of their assets and it's not really competing with it, so Mojang doesn't care. Remember to check out Lagless and click the video on screen to watch part 1. Some of those knockoffs were even crazier than the ones in this video.